When Special Operations SOCOM wanted a new rifle, they chose the FN SCAR. And Ben, for our viewers who don't know the SCAR family of guns, run us through it.
The FN SCAR series of firearms is a family of 4 members: a very small subcompact or submachine gun, a light carbine in 5.56, the SCAR 16, a heavy carbine in 7.62, the SCAR 17, and on the high end of the family, the SCAR Precision, a 7.62 precision rifle. All of the SCAR families share a lot of modularity. They all have a short stroke piston-driven system, chrome line hammer forged barrel that is free floated, a operating system to the operator which mimics an M4, the location of the ambidextrous magazine release, the ambidextrous safety, and the bolt stopper, all located where an operator for an M4 might find them.
Yep, all controls we're familiar with.
The difference is the charging handle. The charging handle is located on the bolt carrier, forward and above of where the user would find it on an AR-15. It is reversible for the at operator level to go from the left side or right side, so that an operator can set up to side charge like a SCAR, side charge like an AK, whether you're left or right-handed.
Yeah, and that's because, like you said, it had to work for a wide variety of shooters, especially when you're talking about 1 million people in the military.
Absolutely. It was designed specifically for special operators, so it was designed for what the operator needs, not necessarily what the unit needs. All the controls are thought out, particularly the charging handle, with that in mind.
Now, tell me about the stock, because these are a little bit different.
The rear stock assembly on the carbines is a polymer rear stock assembly that's adjustable for length of pull. Has a 2-position cheek riser for iron sights, or if you have an optic on the rifle. It also folds to the right side, hooks underneath the brass deflector. The rifle can be fired with it in the folded position.
So this will fold away, and you're able to do that because
it doesn't have a buffer tube extension. It is an internally sprung or internally driven system.
Okay. Now, what do people notice when they shoot the SCAR?
They'll notice, particularly on the SCAR 17 for a 8.1 pound 7.62 rifle, very little recoil. That's because of the short stroke piston system, the way the operating system is designed, and the very effective muzzle brake.
All right, well, let's get these SCARs to the range and try them out. For a 308, not a whole lot of recoil, Ben.
Pretty soft recoil for a 308, absolutely.
The 17S, you know, shooting this kind of first observations is comfortable to shoot. I like how you can adjust this depending on if you have a scope or not.
Correct.
And also safety. 45-degree throw makes it easy to flip on, flip off.
Correct.
Now tell me about the gun you're holding.
This is the SCAR 16S, or commonly referred to in the market as the SCAR Lite. It's a 5.56 version of exactly the same rifle. All the controls are located in exactly the same place. It feeds from a AR-15 or M16 GI pattern magazine.
When you're doing something for the Army, it has to work for 95% of the people.
The
littlest guy, the biggest guy.
Absolutely correct.
Now, something else on this is the charging handle does reciprocate, but if you're holding it out here like a normal, grip that instead of back here,
correct,
it's really not a problem.
It absolutely is not.
But there are some advantages to having that charging handle out there. Show
Absolutely. It's a forward assist. It allows you to clear the rifle with your support hand, lock the bolt to the rear with your support hand, and if you need to keep the rifle up on the target without doing a bunch of gymnastics back here, 2 hands involved.
All right, well, we have some fun targets out here. Let's load these up fresh.
Let's go.
Mow them down.
All right.
All right, the FN SCAR family of rifles. Good enough for special operations, good enough for you, and a ton of fun to shoot. These are awesome.